is a beautiful city located in northwestern Germany. It's full of art and music and culture. It's also the home of music label and production company Songs and Whispers, who organized this 24-show tour. During my time there, I was able to explore the city and also use it as a home base while traveling. There's a lot to see, some aged and some modern. There are grand churches and ornate buildings, lots of beautiful architecture. Some things are serious in nature, and some are quirky, even goofy. Bremen was made famous in 1819 when the Brothers Grimm published the fairy tale Town Musicians of Bremen, which depicts a donkey, a dog, a cat, and a rooster who are neglected by their owners and decide to run away and become musicians in Bremen. Bremen fully embraces its history, and signs of the folklore can be found all over town, the most popular of which is the statue that stands outside the town hall near the Marktplatz. All right, here we go. Off to my very first show of the Germany tour. Burgerhaus Mondorf. Wish me luck.
If you had no foundation, if they made you out of stone, the sun would just stop rising, maybe they'd leave you alone. In the winter by the river, how they never last forever. Drink that scarf around your lover. She was laughing by the fire. It was peppermint for Hannah, 'cause she couldn't finish supper. A brand new silver dollar was a waste and it didn't matter. You lifted up your chin, 'cause you knew that she would wonder if that snow would let up burning. And you knew that she would worry, and you knew she knew you better than you ever knew yourself. And all this mess you love, rainmaker come down. All your truth was just never enough. Rainmaker, come down now. Were you fighting this hard all your days? Is anything ever really safe? Is it all in the rain? Waves and they were smiling, and their fingers pointing out. It was effortless and crazy, and you knew better than to shout it. I said, I think I might explode, and you were man enough to doubt it, 'cause you understood that feeling. It's like trying to jump a mountain. No, it's like screaming underwater. No, it's like swinging out at nothing. And all the cars on the boulevard all slow down there. The happy derelicts all stand around there. You saw her in a yellow summer gown there. She pretended not to notice you noticed her. with wooden clips and more. It's 1,000 daisies deep, from her silhouette to the ocean. Two beautiful girls chasing butterflies through the air. And all you're counting on is you're where you belong. You'll have no kingdom come, just glory, glory.
One great part about being on tour with Songs and Whispers is that when you stay at their flat in Bremen, you get to meet the other musicians on tour and talk about your experiences on the road.
It just means very.
Yeah.
It just means very. It's like no longer evil.
I'm with you.
You know, and I thought it was interesting when I lived on the West Coast because it was like wicked, like that's wicked, and I was just like, that's wicked what?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an adjective.
Yeah,
This is something.
One thing that stood out to me almost immediately was how receptive these audiences were. Even though I had never performed here before, people came to the shows already having heard my music.
I am from Arizona in the United States, and this is my second European show ever. So this is it's great to get to come and thank you very much.
The city surrenders what the mountains can't tame. However uneasy, the guilty can't blame. You can banish the voice, the lips will remain. We're my lady like summer rain. Don't you be excited, don't you squeal and don't you whine. Don't you lie about crying, or your eyes still ain't shine. Well, something's so lonely, something's so fine. We're my lady like sunshine. Stupid say that you don't love, crazy say you care. 79 times wave your hands up in the air. They can see you coming, kid. They don't give a damn if you're scared. Chase my lady like she's really there. So the city surrenders what the mountains can't tame. However uneasy, the guilty can't blame. You can banish the voice, but the lips summer rain.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The tour took me all over, big cities and small towns, and most of the time the traveling itself was just as rewarding and exciting as performing the shows. It was just a great excuse to get out and see a bunch of the country I hadn't seen before.
Satellite suddenly flickers, and it knows what you're thinking. In purple and yellow, such a conflicting arrangement. I said, over the animal bone of an aging refrigerator. Let them speak so that all of the minutes of learning keep us dramatic and passionate. I think I hear someone
write a letter saying we're coming to do a promotional show at a radio station and we're recording at the studio. So we like this letterhead that they sent us all this stuff. So we get to the border and show this whole letterhead and everything. And like, do you have a list of all of your instruments and all the serial numbers for all the gear that you bring with us? Like, what? No. Like, go over there and categorize everything you have with you. So we have here this it's a portable thing you write on, clipboard, paper, and all this. And so we're pulling everything out of the van, and we're writing down everything with all the serial numbers, quarter-inch cables, picks, everything. We're just like, we finish this whole list. It takes us like an hour. They come over there like, you have the list? I'm like, yeah, we get the list. Like, all right, go ahead. Do you want it?
You don't even want to look at it?
No, they didn't even look at it.
I could have written anything.
Yeah. And so we go and we come back and it's fine. Next time we're going up, we get a bunch of stuff in the car and there's 5 of us. We get to the border. He goes, why are you guys here? My buddy John goes, visiting friends. I'm like, all right, go ahead.
And again she shows up later than she thought she would, knocking reticently soft. As she speaks, she's trying not to cry, and I help her as she's shaking her coat off. Nothing is beautiful, she said, and no one is ever who they seem. And I drove around this town for hours, screaming curses at the road. But it's 10 o'clock and the church is closed, and I stopped inside amongst the flowers. And I don't give a damn if they call the cops. They never do anything, anywhere, anyway. I try to stay on a straight line home. She said, do you wanna touch me? You wanna be close? You wanna feel something that seems real? Well, I just wanna feel whole. I wanna be gold, and I should go, but it's alright. I walk home tonight, gonna skip all the traffic lights. It's alright. I walk home tonight, gonna skip all the traffic lights. And again I show up, drunk and stumbling. I make my way to the front door. I have always loved more than I have ever shown with my hands, and I can't give her what she asked for. But she humors me and lets me in. I said I don't know where I've been. I wandered up and down the highway, stopped at that store across the deuce, and I bought some cigarettes and booze, and the clerk was staring at me sideways. And I don't give a damn if they call the cops. They never do anything, anywhere, anyway. I try to stay on a straight line home. I said, do you wanna touch me? You wanna be close? You wanna feel something that seems real? Well, I just wanna feel whole. I wanna be gold, and I should go, but it's alright. I walk home tonight, gonna skip all the traffic lights. It's alright. I walk home tonight, gonna skip all the traffic lights. It's alright. I walk home tonight, gonna skip all the traffic lights. It's alright. I walk home tonight. Thank you very much.
Pretty much anybody at any job, everyone knows you're faking this. Everyone knows you don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna do that to you next time you're playing a set.
Yeah, you heckle. We're just gonna record you saying it.
Everyone knows you play to a backing track.
sad, sickened daughters, longing for the cool summer shade in the yard. Walk on if you wanna, there just ain't enough shimmer left in the stars. And with the screaming cicada, all the world is so loud. If you're gonna leave early, you better not tire yourself. You gotta be strong, gotta keep on if you decide to go out. 200 years laid down behind us. Our daddies were born on the floor of this house. My blood stained the stones in the field. And I am a man and I stand on my own. And I don't beg and I won't steal. And I won't steal. Like so many raindrops, all of my years seem to sink in the ground. And the hope that the rains brought, no more than an answer that cannot be found. I hear a voice in the church scream, I live by my own hand. It's gonna get harder, you better not lay down and die. Cause whenever you grieve, you should believe that they can see you stand. 500 years laid down behind us. Our daddies were born on the floor of this house. My blood stained the stones in the field. And I am a man and I stand on my own. And I don't beg and I won't steal. All of these careful offerings that lie in the stones, a blessed home to be for all you insatiable men with calloused hands and grander plans than me. 2,000 years laid down behind us. Our daddies were born on the floor of this house. My blood stained the stones in the field. And I am a man and I stand on my own. And I don't beg and I won't steal. And I won't steal. Thank you very much.
It's like some manufacturing companies in Germany. We were the leading manufacturer in 1920 to 1932 for this year, and then in 1951.
Yeah, right. We had nothing to do with anything
Yeah.
for 20 years.
There's a bit of a gap here.
We moved to South Korea for
Yeah.
20 years, and then we came back.
perception could lead me wrong. Haven't you taken your time? You've waited so long. You swear you were tearing your heart out. You could lie and tell me you believe in truly sufficient indifference for all of this destructive insanity. Do you think they notice? Do you think they care? And are you so sure your life treads every honest other? In all your finest moments, are you who you envision? Just remember your life. To make you high. Then I'll say what matters this time. Well, it's time you shake your eyes. It's a reflection of beauty and words are so strong. Truth or perception could read me wrong. Haven't you taken your time? We've drifted so long. Many a hand is many a feeling and memories. Once a little boy and his girls and dancing girls in the morning. Make their way for better toys and see the faces of the children drinking, racing, going out, shake against the pale of morning. Turn your head and then hang it down. 4, 5, 6. Words make you high. Then I'll say what matters this time. And we'll take shake your eyes. It's a reflection of beauty and words are so strong. Truth or perception can read me wrong. Haven't you taken your time? We've waited so Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
All in all, this was an incredible experience. It was 24 shows in 25 days, and I got to meet a lot of really wonderful people and share my music. In my time touring in and around Bremen in northern Germany, I covered over 5,000 kilometers of highways and city streets. After years of having toured all over the US, it was really good to share my art with a whole new audience. I'm grateful to my friends and fans and to Songs and Whispers for making it happen. I definitely plan to go back, and I look forward to it. Thanks for taking this little trip with me. I hope to see you out on the road or at a show sometime in the future. Until then, as they say in Germany, tschüss.
Tschüss.